Hi guys, how you going? Welcome back to my channel. Bit of a late night whip and chat. I've been a bit slack this week trying to catch up with everything after the past couple of hectic weeks. So I've got, first of all, this one. We'll start with the one that's in front of us. Still working on Firefly fireworks. I always seem to get that wrong, but it's Firefly fireworks. We've got a little pool that we've got onto now. It's going slowly, but we're getting there. I'm past halfway now. I'm just going to get my next colour, which will be 36. We have just been, well, I've just been outside with my friend and her daughter. They came round and we were watching the moon eclipse here in Queensland, Australia. We had an eclipse tonight of the moon. So lunar eclipse and then a blood moon. So that was pretty cool to see. I still haven't done my nails, so please don't look at them. Like I said, I've been slack this week. Barry's away for work. He gets back home tomorrow. So yeah, trying to catch up on housework and stuff while he's away. Trust me, there's plenty of it. Now, there were things throughout this past week, and I've thought, oh, I'll do that in my whip and chat, and I'll talk about that in my whip and chat. And do you think I can think of any of it? No. So, yeah, I thought I'd get this whip and chat in tonight. I've got a... I'm sort of all over the place at the moment. I just can't focus. I really should have just went to bed, but instead I decided I'd stay up and do a whip and chat. So yes, Barry home tomorrow, trying to do the housework. So being a bit slack on the good old diamond painting. That, and because I found cross stitch. You know how when you find something new and that's all you want to do? Well, now that I've started cross stitching, that's all I want to do. I went into the sewing shop here in town today, and me and Mum went in, and I got a piece of Ada cloth, and I knew I had a single one there somewhere. Got a piece of Ada cloth, got some floss, and I thought, right, I haven't even finished my first cross stitch. I still have no clue what I'm doing, but I thought I'd do my own design. So I came home and drew up my own little design on it. It's only a small one. And I'm going to do that. What's the design, you ask? Oh, Lord. I can't go with like a flower or something like that. No. No, well, there is a flower on it. I'm going to put a rose and a couple of leaves and a vine. But I figure because everything crafty or artsy that I do, and you know, as you do, you show your parents and go, hey, look, you know, I finished this yesterday, and like the little not floss, the little felting mushrooms I did, I showed Mum, and straight away she went, oh, thanks. So, well, they weren't really for you, but okay. She claims everything I do. The little gnomes that I was making, yep, she's got them. And she only does it because she's proud of me and she loves what I do, and I understand that. She's more than welcome to have what I do. I just like creating things. So, you know, she's more than welcome to it. But I thought I'd do something, and I thought, right, let's see if she's going to want this. So what I've done on this piece of floss is I've got a rose with a few leaves, and I've got a little vine thing, and I've got one word on this piece of cloth that I've cross-stitched. I'm not going to show you the word because it's a naughty word. It's the F word, and I thought, right, let's see how Mum's going to react when I give her this one. I'll show her this one and see if she wants that. So, like I've got the cross-stitch frogs that I'm doing especially for her because she loves frogs. And she loves John Wayne. I've done diamond painting of John Wayne for her. I've done diamond paintings of frogs for her. I've done drawings for her. You know, but everything I do, she thinks that, you know, she wants it. Which is nice to have a mum that's proud of you and whatever you do, even if you suck at it. Which half the time I sort of look back on things that she's gone, oh, that's wonderful, and it's like, were you even in the room then? Like, seriously, you're looking at the same thing I am? Oh. So, you know, it's good to know that she's proud of me and whatever I do, and, you know, my dad's the same. So that's wonderful. It's good to have that support. And, so yeah, but Mum's got the same sense of humour as I have. So, you know, she'll most likely want to keep this and hang it on a wall as well. So it'll be interesting to see her reaction. So yeah, I've got the word all cross-stitched and done. It actually looks quite good. But the rose, I'm having a little bit of dramas with sort of like drawing it up on the cloth so I can cross-stitch it. Making the pattern for it, I guess. Because I'm still new at cross-stitching, I don't want to make anything too difficult. I want to make it so it's easy to do and just wham bam done over. You know, it's not going to take me 10 years to sort of cross-stitch it. So yeah. So that's in the works. I've also got a couple other cross stitches that I'm doing. Well, I haven't started them yet, but I will be doing them. I've got the frogs that I unboxed and the little fox that I unboxed. The fox will be the next thing on my list to do because he's only little after I finish my butterflies, which I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 butterflies. I've only got one done. And that's taken me like weeks to do. So yeah, we're getting there. And then I'm doing my, well, I want to get right into felting. If you haven't tried felting and you think you might like it, try it. Because when I first started, I thought this is boring. But then by the end of it, I'm like, oh, I want to do more. That is so cool. And I can't think of the name of the channel, but I seen on YouTube, they did a tutorial for felting and they're little sleepy mice. And they are so cute. They're like all curled up and, oh, they're so cute. And I thought I'm going to have a go at doing that. So the second we get another payday come in, that is what money will be going towards after all the bills get paid. So yes. So I've got all these creative things happening, and my poor diamond painting is starting to be neglected. And I really don't want to neglect my diamond painting, because that's the whole point of this channel. It wasn't meant to be all crafts. It was meant to be a diamond painting channel with bits and pieces of other crafts that I might try. But now that I'm starting to try other crafts, I'm like getting right into them. And I'm just running out of time. And I don't even, I don't work. I don't have a job. Literally, my time is spent being a housewife and crafting. Like, it's really, how hard is it? But I still run out of time. And the house still gets neglected. Like, the housework just doesn't get done some days. Well, most days. I won't lie to you. Doesn't get done most days. Especially on those days where I struggle with the depression and anxiety, and I think sometimes I use that just as an excuse to go, hey, I'm going into the craft room, bye. My diamond paintings, they need me. They're calling my name. And with all the crafts that I'm doing, has anybody that does other crafts, have you ever thought about doing a craft stall, like at markets and things like that, to try and make a little bit of extra money? And because that's what I was going to do. I was going to try and get some felting done. I wasn't worried about selling cross stitching, but I was going to try and get some felting done and make some of these little sleepy mice, and some other little bits and pieces out of the felt. I've got a few ideas. Just while we're at it, I'll show you the ABs. They are the white ABs for the kit Firefly Fireworks from Diamond Art Club. That's them there. They are so pretty. Yeah, so has anybody else thought of doing a stall at the markets wherever they live to try and make a bit of extra money for crafting or anything like that? Or selling their diamond paintings, or I don't know whether you'd be able to. I know with a lot of the diamond paintings, you're not, especially with like your licensing and things like that, you're not meant to sell them to make a profit after you do them. Because that's you profiting off someone else's design. Even though you completed the diamond painting, it doesn't matter, you're still profiting off someone else's design. But if you were to get a blank canvas and do your own design, or get one of your own photos or artwork made into a diamond painting, like a custom, that would be perfectly fine to sell, for as much as you like, completed or not completed. I think, don't quote me on it, I think, just covering all my bases. Don't hold me to it, please. Don't take me to court. But yeah, because I've thought about doing a stall with my, I can never think of the bloody name of it. Felting, needle felting. Now that I'm into that, I thought if I can, and like I've only done one thing and that was the mushrooms, but I'm like so invested into it. You know how things just sometimes seem better in your head and then you start to do these things and it's like, this was a stupid idea. I do that all the time. That's me in a nutshell. That is what I do all the time. I think of these things and go, yep, that's what I want to do. And then, now, just quickly, that is the underside of that drill. You can see that it's got the coating on the bottom of the drill, but if you look at the top of the drill, there is no coating on it. It must have been upside down when they all got coated. There's actually quite a few in here like that. So yeah, so I wouldn't mind getting some stuff together, even if I start planning for Christmas markets and do one big stall, and then I'll probably have all the crafty stuff left over and nothing to do with it. Well, Mum would probably end up taking it also. That's okay. I could just have a craft market out of her house, to be honest. She's claimed everything anyway. I told her she could just label her house as a gallery with all my work in it. But she actually said to me this morning, she said, do I have any of your paint pools? Which is another thing I've started doing, is those paint pools, and got right into it and really liked doing it, and then found another craft, so I got right into that. So the paint pools got put away. It's just like I'm finding crafts left, right and centre. How do you just stick to one? I can't stay with just the one craft. It's like, I want to do all the crafts, like all of them. I did start making paper flowers. That wasn't for me. I enjoyed the little bit I did, and I was going to actually do a tutorial, but I sort of lost interest on that. So, I still might do a tutorial on it, but I made like half a dozen flowers. I did a rose and I did like a carnation looking thing and something else and something else. But yeah, sort of lost interest on that. So that never eventuated into anything. And then at the show I seen someone had a massive puzzle, just a jigsaw puzzle that they'd done. And I thought, oh, jigsaw puzzle. Haven't done one of them in ages. Love doing jigsaw puzzles, which I do. I love doing jigsaw puzzles. I've got a whole bunch of them. And so I bought a jigsaw puzzle, and I haven't even got a quarter of that done, and that's sort of packed away now. It's like I just jumped from one thing to another. But diamond painting stuck. I've been doing diamond painting for 2 years now. Well, over 2 years now. So this is stuck. So that's good. But yeah, everything else I just sort of jumped to and from. And I'm going to be one of those women by the time I'm 50, which is coming up fast. It's like 11 years away. That's scary. I'm going to be like one of these women that's like 50 and has a house full of craft supplies, and my partner we'll go to move the house one day and he'll go, what do you want all that stuff for? I'll go, don't you touch my craft stuff. He doesn't even like walking into the craft room. I used to have, wherever we moved to, because we don't own our own home, but wherever we moved to, we like to get at least a 2-bedroom house now. One bedroom for us to sleep in, and one spare room just for my crafts. Because trust me, I need it. I need it. We like to have a 3rd bedroom as well, just for my partner's computer gaming stuff, because he likes his games and stuff. But that didn't happen this time with this house we're in. It's only a 2-bedroom house with a big veranda. The veranda's not air conditioned, and trust me, where we live, you need air conditioning. So the main area in the house is air conditioned. So he put his computer and all that sort of stuff in the lounge room, right under one of the vents near the TV, which is fine. And I took the spare bedroom with the aircon for all my crafting. But my crafting has sort of spilled from the one bedroom that I had it all in to on the veranda and in a little room on the veranda. So I swear it multiplies on its own. But now that I've got the channel very sort of along the lines of, you know, doing pretty well with your channel, darling. If you want anything for your channel or for your videos, you know, you just go and get it. I'm like, okay. So everything I get now, it's like, I need that for my channel. Don't judge me. So I think that's why I sort of like go crazy on all these other crafts now. It's like, it's for my channel, bugger off. So that's the deal we've got going anyway. So how's everyone doing? I hope you're all doing really well. Not much to report back here. Like I said, we were just outside watching the lunar eclipse, which was pretty damn interesting. I wish we had a telescope or something though. Like, I'm the sort, I like space and looking at stars and things like that. I find it pretty interesting. Even when we were flying, like, from Longreach to Townsville for Dad's treatment and everything, once we were up there, like, I don't like flying, really do not. If I was made to fly, I'd have wings and I wouldn't be fat. That's my outlook on it. But, you know, even when we were flying, like, the thing that fascinated me most was when we go through the clouds, like, to go through clouds and you're completely whited out where you cannot see anything out any of those windows is just the best feeling to me. It's complete isolation, knowing that you are thousands of meters in the air, and oh, it's just, I love it. I love it. I love watching the clouds when you're flying, and yeah, I really do love it. So to watch the eclipse tonight was pretty cool. watching the moon go red. Thinking about how everything works up there and out in space. So yes. So it was actually funny because Mum's always been the sort, she likes those sort of things too. She always, you know, meteor showers and things like that, you know, if we're due to see meteor showers or anything like that. Because we live out in the middle of whoop whoop. You know, we go for a short drive out of town. You don't have the lights of the town or anything, and you can see everything a bit clearer. And so yeah, so any meteor showers or anything, me and Mum used to jump in the car and go for a drive, so we could see it clearer. And but tonight I rang Mum and I went. Barry actually messaged me from where he is, wherever he's working. Can't think of the town name. And he said, "Oh, you watching the solar eclipse, Bum?" And I'm like, "I didn't know we had one, but I'm going to." And I walked outside and I rang Mum. And I'm like, "Did you know we, not solar eclipse, sorry, lunar eclipse." And I rang Mum and I'm like, "Did you know we had a lunar eclipse?" She went, "Yeah." I went, "Why didn't you tell me?" She went, "I thought you knew." And I'm like, "No." I'm like, "Barry just told me." She's like, "Yeah, I can't see anything though." And we had a little bit of cloud cover. And I said to her, I said, "You can see a little bit." I said, "The clouds sort of coming and going." And anyway, the clouds ended up passing. And I went and sat out the back and I thought, righto, I'll call Judy because her daughter likes to do a bit of photography. She's interested in photography, and I thought, you know, I should get out and take some photos of the moon and, you know. So I rang them and I said, "Oh, did you know that we had a lunar eclipse tonight?" And they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "What, does everyone know except for me?" "Well, we thought you'd know." How am I supposed to know? I never leave the house. I don't watch TV. I'm in my craft room 24/7, guys. Come on. I don't know Jack. Oh, but they ended up coming around, her and her daughter came round for a bit and we just sat out the back and chatted. It was nice and cool. The dogs were out there playing and it was good. Why did I just empty all that in there for these couple of drills? I don't know. Could have done this out of the container. I did all of that for 3 drills. That's chatting, see? That's chit-chatting. Chitting and chatting. But I thought I'd do a quick video. Just a bit of a whip and chat before Barry gets home tomorrow. I have got... Now, I can't remember whether I just said this before. S. I want an S. I want an S. It's number 9. I have got a diamond painting that I have completed. It's that crystal one that I'd started when I was away in Townsville with Dad. I think I showed you guys when I was away and I did that little tour of our apartment that we were staying at. I showed just what I was working on. Well, I've finished that. So I've got to do a completion review of that one. So I'll do that tomorrow at some stage. Barry doesn't get home until tomorrow afternoon, so... And then I've got bingo tomorrow night. He gets home and then I'm going to bingo. I said to him last time he came home, it was on a Thursday as well. And I said, no, I said, I'm not going to bingo. You've just gotten home. I'll spend time with you. You know, I want to sit down and watch a movie with you and just spend some time with you. And he's like, no, you're right, you can go to bingo, that's fine, that doesn't bother me. And I'm like, are you sure? He's like, yeah. I went, right, I see you, bye. Off to bingo I went. Love you, out the door. By the way, I'm using your money. He's like, that's okay, love you. That's what I mean, like, me and Barry are good together because he loves his gaming on the computer just as much as I love my crafts. So that's where we're really good. Like, we are both very solitary people. We don't need to be around people 24/7. We don't have a lot, like, we know a lot of people, but we don't have a lot of close friends. I've got my one close friend in town. But apart from that, yeah, that's me, done. And Barry's very much the same. He's got one person in town that he sort of, every now and then, he hasn't been around to his place for a while, but he used to go around there when he used to have a few beers and that, and, you know, that was all good. But apart from that, Barry likes his gaming. He will sit in front of that computer all weekend if I let him. But in the same sentence sort of thing, in saying that, if I was to turn around and say, hey, bub, I want to do something, he'll be like, yep, what do you want to do? You know, he'll drop that computer for me in a heartbeat if I wanted to spend time with him. So that was always our agreement, is as long as that computer's not getting in the way of me and him, I don't care how long he spends on it. So that's fine. That doesn't bother me at all. And he's never let it get in the way of me and him. So even if he's in the middle of something, doing something on his game or something like that, or talking to other players and things like that, and I've sort of walked out and sit down and go, can we have a bit of a chit chat? I feel a bit down or something like that. He'll be like, yep, guys, gotta go. You know, and he jumps straight off. So that's all good. But I tell you what, when he is on it, he gets tunnel vision. That's it. It's like he fully immerses. Yeah, that word. Himself into that game. Like, there's things where you can sit there and have a conversation with him, and then 24 hours later, he's got no idea what you said to him. Like, the amount of times he's gone, hey, bub, what's for tea? And you'll go, yep, doing this, rada, rada, rada. And he's like, oh, yeah, that sounds nice. Can't wait for tea. And then, like, 2 hours later, you'll walk past and he'll go, what's for tea, darling? And it's like, for flippin' sake. I'm like, I'm not telling you again. He's like, you didn't tell me the first. Don't you tell me I didn't tell you. I told you. So, yeah. What else has been going on? Nothing really. And I really do need to start writing things down that happen throughout the week, because I forget. And I mean, when I say I forget, I really do. Like, it just, there was something that I was going to talk to you about and tell you about, and for the life of me, I sat here for about half an hour before I started this video, and I thought, what was that thing I was going to talk about? And I was going to write it down when I thought of it. And do you think I could think of it? Nope. Nope. Not a chance. Not a chance. It was something funny that had happened through the week, and I can't think of it. I just remember when it happened, I thought, oh, I've got to remember that for the next whip and chat. Because I always struggle, because I don't get out much, I don't do much. I always sort of struggle with the whip and chats on things to talk about. Always seem to find things to talk about. Most of it's just talking shit. But, you know, that's what a whip and chat is. I don't know about anyone else, but the only reason I listen to whip and chats is just for noise when I'm working. Because a lot of people will listen to music, but if I listen to music, I get very sidetracked. Or otherwise I spend about half my time looking for a certain song, and then you hear that song once, and then that's it. But half your time's been spent looking for that song. So it's easier just to put on a whip and chat and just craft along. So I don't know about anybody else. I don't know whether if you actually do, okay, so put it in the comments below. If you actually do put on a whip and chat and watch them. Who watches the whip and chats and who just listens to the whip and chats? I'm a listener. I just listen to the whip and chats. You know, if something, like when I showed the AB drills before, you know, if something like that happens on a whip and chat, you know, I'll look up and I'll look over and have a squeeze and see what's going on. But apart from that, I just listen. Half the time, I don't even know what they're working on. No clue. No clue. Well, I might leave it there, guys. I'm going to keep going on this. But we've got a little paw, and we've got one little ear, horny ear, sort of. That was the wrong word. Get your minds out the gutter. Well, I don't know whether they're little horns or whether they're little ears, but we've got it there that I'm doing. Guys, it's late. I need to go to bed. But yeah, we've got one little paw. So on the next row, we'll be onto his arm, his eye, his nose. So yeah, but I'm going to finish this square and then I'm going to go to bed because it's late. So yeah. And I'll do that review of, I don't even know whether I finished telling that story, that review of the diamond painting I was doing last time me and Dad were away. With the crystal drills and the roses, and so I've got to do that review tomorrow before Barry gets home. That was the point of that story, and I think I just went off on a random little trail, and yeah. Righto, and on that note, before I start babbling on about something else, I'm going to go. I hope everybody's having a good day, good morning, good night, good 2 o'clock at night, morning, whatever. Hope yous are all doing well. Righto, guys. Thank you to all those that have liked my videos, that have commented, that have subscribed. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Head on over to my Instagram, which is exactly the same as my channel here. It is just under, I think it's the_diamond_duchess_. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, but you will find me. It is exactly the same profile picture as the one on my channel. Righto, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Hope you are all once again doing all well. and I will see you tomorrow in the next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.